So, the plane ride. Okay. So, I mean, I guess the plane ride was alright. Uh, I had a connecting flight in Japan. Like, I flew from Chicago to Japan. So that was a 12-hour flight. We flew from Chicago and we went over Canada, Alaska, like a little tiny part of Russia, and then into Japan. The food was phenomenal. I was very shocked. Like they gave me some like salmon pasta stuff, and I was like, whoa, whoa, this is wow. um, and okay, so I'm gonna try to keep everything short, just to let you know. I'm gonna try to keep it at about 5 to 7 minutes. I don't want to talk too long because people are gonna get tired of watching me. I would get tired of watching myself. So back to this plane ride that I was about to talk about. So the flight was like 12 hours to get to Japan, right? So there was this guy I was sitting next to, and okay, so I was at the window seat, and there was a middle guy, and then there was a guy next to him. I was sitting next to two Japanese dudes that are kind of cute until the end of the flight. This is what happened. So the guy that I was sitting next to, he never got up to use the bathroom at all. Like I never saw him get up to pee, to do the do, you know. And when he gets up at the end of the flight, there's this big puff of stink going into my face. And I'm like, oh my god, did this guy just fart in my face? And I was like, oh, because I'm at the window seat and I can't move because like there's two seats I have to climb over and then people are leaving. And he just looks back at me like, so I'm just like, oh my god, can't move. So that was the first part of the flight. I wandered around the Japanese airport, Narita, I believe, for like an hour and a half. I looked like such a tourist. I was just taking pictures and stuff and video camera. I can't believe they have like a smoke room. And you would just sit there and just like not cigars, cigarettes. I don't know. It was like people had about 4 cigars and then all that smoke in there. Anyway, it was really cool. Nice to be in Japan for a little bit. I thought it was so freaky how like they drive on the other side of the road and then they sit on the other side of the car in Japan, and I was like, whoa, this is trippy, man. Like I thought I was like high from the flight or something. So I was like, whoa, they're on the opposite side, and the people were like looking at me like this is normal. I mean, obviously you haven't been to Japan before. I'm like, whatever. So I go to Korea Air to, get ready for the flight. And yeah, I don't know. They were just kind of had like a little attitude thing going on, you know. So you get a little sense of that, from them. And I don't know. They were nice in general, but you can tell they were being fake about it. I don't know what that was about. I mean, but for most of the flight, it was okay. They gave me a nice snack. I don't remember what it was, but it was good, whatever it was. So then we're flying to Korea. And, just enjoying my flight. I'm watching, not 21 Jump Street, I'm watching on the other night, but I was watching some Korean movie. It was good. I forgot what it was, though. And then next thing you know, and I'm like, okay. And then I look out the window and there's like some rain. And I'm like, I'm sure everything will be fine. Like, happened again. And next thing you know, they speak in Korean first on the intercom. Then they speak in English. So yeah, we are experiencing some turbulence. So just hold on to your seats. Everything will be fine. Boom, boom, boom. One more time. As she's saying this, then they say it one more time in Japanese. And I think one time in Chinese. They covered everybody. But that was nice. Cute. Um, so when I get off the flight, I realized that my plane flew through a typhoon, which is like I guess the Asian version of a hurricane over here, and I'm like, what the what? I'm not gonna curse. I'm a good girl. Anyway, uh, yeah. So when we finally touched the ground in Korea, they made us sit on the plane for about an hour because they said, "Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry, but there's another plane at our terminal right now, so we can't go into it." And I'm like, okay. So we just sit there for an hour. Say, hey, a terminal just opened up, so we're gonna go into it now. So we go to it, and then like when they finally let us off the plane, all of us are just like rushing off of it, and we're all just like rushing down like all these different hallways. I felt like we were going through this maze or something to find our bags. When we finally get to the bags, I feel like my bag is like one of the last 5 bags that they put out. I thought that they lost my bags for a minute. I was just like, oh my god. I was just standing there for like a good 45 minutes. Like, where is my bag? So I finally got my bag after I mistaked a couple bags for mine. And then I was like, oh my god, where's my mentor, Korean mentor buddy person? Because, like, supposed to have a buddy wait for me and take me to university and all that goodness. And she's nowhere in sight. I tried to email her from my phone since there was Wi-Fi in the airport because, I can't use my American cell phone in Korea. So I emailed her like, hey, I'm in the airport, and I was hoping to God that she had like internet on her phone, that she had a smartphone or something. No reply. And the 45 minutes goes by, and I get my bags, and then I'm leaving, and I was so relieved to see my name on this piece of paper. It says Gina Williams from University. I was like, yes. But she says hello. I'm like, hey. And a bit of a language barrier, but she was really sweet, nice. But then I realized that she was like, oh, we can't leave yet because we have to wait for Angela, which is like my roommate. She is also from Cornell College, and she came to Korea and did the same program as me, and we're roommates. So I was just like, oh, okay. I swear Angela was supposed to be here before me. Her plane was supposed to get here at like 4, and it got there like, okay, so I think I arrived like at 8. She didn't get off the plane until like 10 or 11. And I was like, whoa, I hope her buddy wasn't waiting like 6, 7 hours. But the point is, like, she finally got off the plane, or finally appeared out of those doors after 2 hours of waiting for her. And then we had to wait for this other girl named Fiona. She's really nice and sweet. She lives down the hall from us. But she got there before Angela, so we were just like, okay, where's Angela? And I was like, hey, she looks like me, just shorter, darker, smaller. I was like, oh, okay, hey, I want to go home. So, yeah, she finally appeared, and we took this long train ride to Sumyong, well, the Sumyong University stop. train stop. And you know, I like to mention stories too about that. So I was on the train, you know, I was sleeping, I was tired, I was getting cranky. And in between naps, I kind of looked up, saw this middle-aged guy, you know, sitting across the way. And he was like, I'm like, no, he is not digging in his nose. And he was like, but that's not it. He was like, and I was like, oh. Just to let you know, I did not just dig in my nose. I did not even touch my nose just now. I was just acting it out. I didn't do it for real. Alright. So then I go back to sleep. We wake up, we get off, we take this taxi ride to Sumyong University, and we had to take two taxis because we had all of the luggage, and I had to sit in the taxi by myself with most of the luggage. And I said, 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요. And I sat in the taxi. He didn't say anything to me. And I'm like, okay, somebody's being rude. Then when I get out of the taxi, okay, first of all, he's driving around the city. I'm like, okay, looking a soul. And then next thing you know, he stops in this alley. Like he drives up the hill and he stops in this alley. And I'm like, why are you stopping? I was a whale. Like, why are you stopping in this alley? What's going on? And then I see Angela, Fiona, and the buddy. Only one buddy stayed with us to go to the dorm because the other girls had to go home because it was really late. And they were getting out of the car, and I'm like, why is he dropping us off in the alley? And then he's like, oh, there's your dorm right there. I was like, my dorm is in an alleyway? What is this? So we go into the dorm, and I don't know, everything was okay. Our room is really sweet. It's nice. I'll do another video where I just kind of like stroll around the room and show how nice it is once I clean up my side. You know, Angela has to keep her side out perfect stuff to make me feel bad. But yeah, it's a really nice room. It's just that there's a few things about this building that's really kind of like, but still love it. Still thankful to be here. Don't get me wrong. So I think that's pretty much it about the trip here. I'll make another video about anything else. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I might make a video about it. If you have any suggestions, please give them to me. I really love suggestions. I'm very open. Thank you so much for watching, and keep you updated. 안녕.
실컷 욕하고 너를 다 버리고 돌아서면 사랑해. 네가 어떤 여잔지 잊어. 몹쓸 너인데 나를 망쳤는데 또 미치게 하는데 나는 또 상관없어.